My name is Bernard Vidard. I'm from Laval, Quebec, and I'm here to learn and to contribute. I think it's amazing that with this project, like, you don't know how many people you will have. You don't know their experience. You're bringing a new type of housing, a new type of utilities, various types of utilities. I mean, just a project that you know everything and you have experts, you have delays, and here you have people that never took a paintbrush in their hand. So that's quite amazing that in 4 or 5 days the roof is up and the inside is on the way to be terminated in a couple of days. I feel quite good about this experience.
I'm Ryan Tippett. I'm from Star Valley, Wyoming. Right now I'm living in Utah. So sustainable lifestyle, aquaponics has kind of been a hobby of mine in the last few years, and I'm in education. I've been an elementary and a junior high teacher and also a vice principal, and I'd like to bring the sustainable lifestyle, the sustainable construction into education. So that's why this was interesting to me and how I kind of got connected with them, following them on Facebook, and then saw their workshop. And so I'm excited to be here with like-minded individuals. I think if we can get youth involved at a young age,
definitely.
Then as adults, it'll continue. Sorry, I just got some sawdust there. But I think it's great what they're doing, and I think just more people need to be doing these type of things, and it'll continue to progress.
Albert, I'm from Austin, Texas. I am a solar installer. Happy Election Day. We're gonna make America skate again. So we're putting a 3.6 kW system, 12 285s on top of the house. This is my first off-grid system, so I'm kind of getting the wall figured out as we go. We got our electrical engineers here, just constantly refiguring everything as I put it up, so it's just been controlled chaos. And this is a good learning experience for everyone. We've got white collar and blue collar guys working together, and somewhere in the middle we're getting stuff figured out and getting things thrown into place.
So what attracted you to this particular project?
My brother follows Martian a lot. I'm pretty well familiar with what's going on, and I do put a bit of my thoughts into what I would want to do when I do finally get land, and just change the way we as people live and kind of be part of this small but growing movement of people who are down to change the way we live, whether it be for political, spiritual reasons. Some people want to change the way we use our resources. Some people care more about the earth. Some people want to do it just for a cheaper way of living. I think all that is great.
It's Joe Preston. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I'm a mechanical engineer by training, and I work in IT right now. So I have a fond appreciation for the open source ethos. And I think what you guys are doing out here is so important. Disconnecting from the grid, making ourselves sustainable, creating new communities is exactly why we learn technical knowledge. So in order for people to come out here and make a good living, eat good food, form good connections, and have time to pursue everything that makes life worth living, we have to come out here and teach each other the skills to make it happen. So
Awesome.
I'm really excited to be here.
Awesome. What are some of the takeaways from this workshop, and what are some things you're passionate about?
I was really amazed that we could get so much done with a decentralized group. Natural leaders emerge, and spending a couple minutes on the job site, you can see someone who you can go up to and say, hey, how can I help? And it's amazing. You'll turn around and a whole bunch of stuff is already done. So you throw yourself in wherever you can. And it gives me hope that, eventually I could do this with my friends, with a small group. I'm actually learning a lot of practical skills, stuff in carpentry, in framing, flooring, the modular design approach, what works, what doesn't. And I'm excited to also participate in the documentation more too. See more actual end-to-end open source designs for machines, for homes. All of that is happening right here, right now.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for all the hard work and even for your feedback, man. We'll see you soon.
Absolutely.
All right, so hi, I'm Jesse. I'm from Minnesota. I've been really interested in this kind of stuff for a while. I've always wanted to build my own house. either an underground house or a giant castle, you know, something like that.
Right.
One of the things I'm most excited about is the CEV technology.
Very nice.
Gentlemen, I just came from Guatemala, actually, where I've been for the past year, helping build a school kind of in the Earthship style. And I found out about this project and it seemed, you know, kind of up my alley.
Here, I was here for the brick press workshop. Came here to see the finish of the work, you know, start from building bricks all the way to actually the building and so on. Yeah, I just finished as well a couple of courses at Cal Earth and Earthship Biotecture and so on, so I thought that would be a perfect cycle,
Right.
you know, to see different cool people doing cool things. Yeah.
Nice. So what are you most passionate about in this project? What's something that really sparked your interest?
I love the integration between the house and aquaponics, so I'm staying as well for the next work. I love all the concepts that involve like passive solar, involve like using different elements to actually heat your house and so on, passively using solar panels, and integrating that with actually producing food and so on, solar panel and the aquaponic system.
All right, my name is John Brewer. I'm from Georgia. I live in Asheville, North Carolina. I went to school for architecture, and I've been in the medical industry as a repairman and currently in construction as a project manager. Right now I'm working with a renovation company. So
Very nice. So how'd you hear about OSE and Open Building Institute?
I think Marston's TED Talk was when I first heard about the whole open source thing, and then my wife is a surfaholic on the internet, and she's been keeping up with them, and she showed me about the Open Building Institute.
Right.
And I live in a town in Asheville right now that the housing prices keep creeping up, and just like it's very unsustainable, and so that's why I'm here, just to see how people are doing things, looking for an alternative mode. For me, being in the construction industry, I've seen the model that's been in place for the last 50, 60 years, and so now I'm interested in seeing alternative models and trying to maybe even, I know a lot of people might not want to go to the extreme like Marston and Katarina are doing, but maybe I can take some of those ideas and kind of join them, start changing the culture slowly.
My name is Anna. I came here to learn about development and sustainability.
Right.
So I wasn't sure how it was gonna be, but it's much better than I was expecting. I'm passionate about it, and I'm expecting to use these ideas in the future, maybe to be able to create communities for people that are not really able to afford houses or expensive rents. So that's my plan, is build a business plan in the future.
Hey, I'm Stefan, I'm coming from Austria. I'm very interested in building a sustainable community by putting collaborative action into place. And yeah, it's getting physical, you know. We built the house in about 4 or 5 days.
Greg DeCastro from Austin, Texas. I saw Martin's TED Talk like 4 or 5 years ago, and I was in the oil field, and I was like, man, this is such a good idea. I can really get behind it, and years passed, and finally I got some extra time and some money to come on out here. I'm super glad I did.
That's awesome.
And meeting some really, really cool people and having some cool conversations, and it's awesome.
I'm Walker Simpson. I'm from Cave Creek, Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona, and I have a dream.
Have a dream. So tell us what brought you to this project.
What brought me to this project is I've got a piece of property similar in Concho, Arizona, small business called Plant Nation, which I'm creating farm-to-table experts, and I want to create eco-homes for the people to come and stay while they're up there.
All right, so my name is Tammy Brunk, and I'm actually from Missouri originally. I've been in New Mexico for the last 10 years. But I'm actually here with the project in Palestine. I've been helping with for the last 10 years, so I'm here with Iba. And yeah, I'm like inspired by the brainstorm, like the barn raising idea. Like it's totally,
nice.
I love that.
So what are your thoughts on first of all, how did you find OBI and OSE?
Well, actually, my friend Murad, who manages this farm in the West Bank, told me about it because, and so I had no idea this was here. I have family in Missouri. I didn't even know this place existed.
In your backyard. So that's
in my backyard,
What about so what modules did you get to build? I mean, did you do a window, a door?
Yeah, I got to do some. I didn't get to do a window or door. I got to do some. I worked on some windows. I guess I did some wall panels. I got to do some work on the roof yesterday, which was very fun.
Very nice.
And I was just upstairs, and they're trying to figure out how to do the solar panel installation and electrical wiring for that. So that was really fun to get to be part of that conversation.
Josh Harks from Chicago, Illinois. I came out here for the modular build design system. We've got most of the modules up now, but it looks like it could be a traditional stick frame building. So
just came together a lot differently, right?
yeah, definitely. Well, it's easy. You didn't need any big power tools or equipment. You can just do it all by hand. I dig that. I think that's a smart idea.
I'm Kyle Tuddy. I'm from Nova Scotia, Canada, and this is my second workshop, or 2 consecutive ones. I normally make my trip worthwhile because it's a long travel and stuff like that. And yeah, so I've been working on the PV panel stuff for the past couple of days because it's my passion and stuff like that. I've also been working on a little bit of documentation, and I've been trying to cover as much as I could.
A little bit about from your background. What's your background in?
Right, so I'm an electrical engineer by trade, and I've been doing that for 8 years, and it's been worthwhile to do, and now I feel like I'm ready to move on to do some freelance entrepreneurship stuff. So, and this is a staple to that endeavor.
We're rolling.
All right, my name's Jabari Allen. I'm from St. Louis, Missouri. What brought me out here to Factory Farm was just want to learn a little bit more about becoming self-sufficient, having more autonomy, and then just the general skills of construction, woodwork, things I have zero experience with and just feeling more comfortable around. And yeah, I'm just basically hoping to leave here kind of with a general exposure. I don't expect to leave being, even proficient or intermediate, but just feeling more comfortable to maybe do another workshop or, try my own small projects at home, and then, building up from there. And then one day it'd be great to, build my own house.
That's awesome. So are you currently working on any projects yourself, or like you said, just getting your feet wet?
Mostly just getting my feet wet, maybe a platform bed, so,
Right.
starting real small.
Nice.
I feel like this workshop has definitely given me the courage at least to tackle that, so.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, just get my feet wet.
Awesome. Anything else you're passionate about that you'd like to share?
Passionate about data analysis is kind of what I want to do, and that's something that I'm passionate about mainly because it's something that I think can be used in a variety of different fields, industries, and I can see it being used in like open source hardware and software. And I'd love to kind of take that to like open source methodology, like finding ways to make things more efficient, work better, getting more insights out of how we do things, since there has to be multiple iterations for this thing to work. So many people have to come together.
Matt Harsted, Northern California, Santa Rosa.
Do you think a lot of the techniques that were used very applicable? I mean, definitely being able to replicate them and also, like you said, improve them. So
yeah, there's some dialing in that needs to take place, but it's just like like the CNC stuff. That's why a lot of the CNC stuff is so good, because everything is every piece is the same.
Right.
Or that's the intention. That everything will fit together. The hard part is just lots of different people working on different things that all need to fit together. One thing being a little bit off can affect the next thing. So
quality control is huge.
Quality control and the margin of error and tolerances and things like that need to be dialed in. Jigs, a lot of jigs would be good.
Awesome.
Yeah, if you're not doing the CNC thing, if you set up your jigs and your jigs, you keep those in decent shape, everything's gonna be uniform.
Well, my name is Emmanuel Taylor. I am an electrical engineer by trade. I'm also an urban farmer, and I came out to the workshop because I wanted to get more hands-on construction experience. I feel like if I can get the food, the energy, and the housing all together, it gives me a toolkit that I need to help to build sustainable communities. So I saw Merchant's video TED Talk back in 2011, and ever since I've been trying to move things around my life to make sure that I can come here and have an experience like this. And so, I'm glad. I've learned a lot, all of the different systems, the way that they all fit together. I think one of the biggest things about this experience has been being able to work with some of the coolest people in the world who have similar values, a similar vision, and skill set that I don't. So I'm learning from everybody that I'm interacting with and having a great time doing it.